There's no feeling quite like driving a brand new car off the lot. The smell of it. The finance papers you just signed for the next 5 years. And that little voice in the back of your head going, this one's going to be different. And then somewhere between the first service and the second, the feeling curdles. The resale quietly tanks. A recall letter lands in the mailbox. Or the repair quote comes through and you read it twice. And it slowly dawns on you that the most expensive thing you drove off that lot wasn't the car, it was the regret. I'm not making this up to scare you. This is built off the Federal Recall Register, ACCC actions, the auction house's actual resale data, and what owners are posting in their thousands across the forums. I'm Greg, I'm 53, and I've got nothing to sell you. No dealer, no sponsor, no badge I'm loyal to. Today, 10 brand new cars Australians are already regretting in 2026. We're going from, I should have just waited, all the way to, who is even going to service this thing in 5 years? And the one at number 1 is one of the most famous badges on the road. Let's get into it. Number 10, and we start gently because this is barely a regret, the Volkswagen Amarok. Here's the thing most Amarok buyers find out eventually. Underneath, it's a Ford Ranger. Same engine, same gearbox, built alongside it. Which is fine. The Ranger's a proven thing. But you paid the premium Volkswagen price, and you pay a premium every time it's serviced for a truck that's mechanically a Ranger in a nicer suit. Lovely ute. Just an expensive way to buy one. And it only gets more painful from here. Number 9, the Mitsubishi Triton. And this one's a regret of timing, not of truck. If you bought the previous generation Triton just before February 2024, you bought the old platform right before Mitsubishi released an all-new one, with a new chassis, a new engine, and 5-star safety. The new one's genuinely good, which is exactly why the bloke who signed for the old one 6 months early is kicking himself. Same money, last year's truck. Brutal timing. Number 8, the Nissan Navara, and specifically the early dual cabs. Nissan did something brave. They put coil springs in the rear of a work ute for a smoother ride. The problem was, on the early ones, those rear coils were underrated, and owners who loaded them up reported the back end sagging under a decent load. To Nissan's credit, they owned it and re-engineered it with dual rate coils from 2018. So again, buy the right year and you're fine. Buy the wrong one and you've got a load carrier that struggles to carry a load. Not ideal on a ute. Number 7, Land Rover and Range Rover, the hard overhead buy. And I'll be fair, because fair matters. The new Defender and the Range Rover actually score well overseas. The regret lives in the middle of the range. The Discovery and Discovery Sport posted some of the worst reliability numbers in the British surveys, and that's overseas data, so take it as a flag, not gospel. But here's the part that's the same the world over. When one of these is out of warranty and the air suspension or the electronics let go, the bill will make your eyes genuinely water. A magnificent thing to own, right up until it isn't. Number 6 isn't a car. It's a sentence in the fine print that turns into a regret years later. The conditional warranty. You've seen the ads. 10 years. And what they say quietly is, 10 years only if you service it with the dealer. Every single time, on the dot. Miss one, go to your trusted local, and on a few of these, Mitsubishi, MG and Nissan, that headline number quietly drops back. Now, the good news the dealer won't tell you: your basic consumer rights in this country can't be signed away by fine print. But the bonus years on that big number, those they can hold over you. Read the asterisk before you fall for the billboard. Right, that's the warm-up. From here, it's the big money regrets. And number one genuinely surprised me. If someone with no badge to sell is worth a second of your time, tap subscribe and let's keep going. Number 5, Tesla. And I can already hear the owners warming up the keyboards. Hear me out, because this isn't about whether it's a good car to drive. It's about what happens after. A 2-year-old Model 3 has shed close to half its value at auction. You bought near the top of the market and watched a third of it evaporate while it sat in your driveway. And here's the kicker: most people don't clock until they've had a prang. Tesla doesn't hand its parts and repair manuals to your local panel shop. They run their own repair centres. So when something needs fixing, you're on Tesla's terms, on Tesla's timeline. A brilliant car to drive, tethered to one repairer and a resale chart that points at the floor. Number 4, and this one stings a whole segment, the $80,000 ute. We did this to ourselves a bit. A Ranger Raptor is north of $90,000 on the road now. A Super Duty is $90,000. We turned the humble work truck into a luxury car with a tray. And right as everyone stretched the budget to the absolute limit to get into one, the market turned. 4x4 ute sales are sliding, and used ute prices are falling faster than almost anything else on the road. Spend 6 figures on a tool that is losing value quicker than the job is paying it off. And the regret is not dramatic. It is just there, every month on the statement. Number 3, and I need you to listen to exactly what I say here, because the comments will twist it. The Chinese electric vehicles, not Chinese cars. The electric vehicles specifically, your MG4 and your Atto 3. The petrol ones, for the record, hold their money perfectly well. But the electric ones have posted the steepest measured depreciation in the country, 50 to 54% gone in 2 years, half. And the honest second problem is simply that nobody yet knows what one's worth or how it holds up at 8 or 10 years old, because they have not been here that long. That's not me calling them junk. They are not. It's me saying unproven. And unproven is a real cost when it's time to sell. One brand has even started guaranteeing the buyback price themselves, which tells you they know the worry is real. Number 2, and now I can really hear you yelling at the screen. Greg, the Ranger's the best-selling vehicle in the entire country, 3 years running. Have you completely lost it? Hear me out. Being the most popular ute and being a trouble-free ute are not the same thing. The current Ranger and Everest, specifically the V6 diesel, got recalled over a camshaft sprocket that can fracture and stall the engine. There was a separate recall where the transmission could shift itself into park at low speed, and another over the brake boost on some Rangers. Now, every one of those was caught and fixed free through the recall system, and it's still a genuinely good ute. But buying the bestseller and assuming the badge means it can't let you down, that's exactly the trap. The most popular truck in Australia has a recall list, and the owners who refuse to believe that are the ones who get the fright. And number 1, the biggest regret on this list, and it's not even about how the car drives. Jeep. Picture this: you bought a Jeep because Jeep means something. adventure, the badge, the history. And in the space of about a decade, Jeep in this country has gone from selling over 30,000 cars a year to under 1,700. The dealer network has been cut by roughly a third. They even paused sales of the Grand Cherokee here for a while. So the regret isn't a rattle or a recall. It's deeper than that. It's standing in your driveway, looking at a car and quietly wondering, who's going to service this in 5 years? Where do I get parts? And what on earth is it worth now that the brand's in retreat? I'll give Jeep its due. The parent company says it is recommitting here. It slashed prices and it's trying to steady the ship. But buying into a brand as it's walking out the door is a special kind of regret, because there is nothing you can do to fix it. You just have to watch. So there it is. 10 new cars Australians are already regretting in 2026, from an Amarok that's just a Deer Ranger, all the way to a Jeep you might be servicing yourself by 2030. And here's the thread running through every single one. None of these are bad because they're badly built. They're regrets because of the maths, the resale, the running cost, the fine print, the badge in retreat. The showroom never mentions the maths. That's my job. Now I want to hear from you, and I know some of you are already typing. Which one did I get wrong? And be honest. Are you sitting in one of these right now, nodding, or are you about to defend yours to the death in the comments? I'm Greg. Buy the maths, not the badge. Look after yourselves.